everybody. I'm Grant. I'm the Hungry Medic. I wanted to take a minute today to talk to you guys about my second day of actively trying to lose weight and get on a better, healthier lifestyle, kind of like what I'm encouraging you guys to do. So, in this, I'm hoping to bring up kind of two different things. Number one is I want to talk about my second day and where I messed up, but in doing so, I'd like to try to do a secondary thing and kind of bringing up the importance of preparedness and planning. So, to that end, I have recently started actively trying. Thursday was the first day I tried with a meeting on Friday that I went to where I checked in, weighed in, and started. And I'll do another video there to kind of introduce that later on. So basically, my second day here on the plan of action was tainted by a lack of effort on my part. So what I did was I worked a 12 and a half hour standby at a monster truck rally. And in doing so, I ended up being locked in a room down by the arena where I didn't have access to anything with the exception of a break period between the two show times. Now, the night before, I had the opportunity and option where I could have gone to the store, made a plan, and prepared and thought about stuff. But because I didn't do any of this, what ended up happening was I went into this standby, logged on, and went into that room, and all I had was what I took with me, which in this particular situation was my soda. That being said, when we got to the halfway point, I didn't have anything to eat when I started to get hungry. So I went up and just figured I'd go to the snack bar and that there had to be some kind of choice there for me that I could make that would be on the healthier side. Now, what ended up happening was I went up and the snack bars were all closed. So while I was a little bit hungry and still in an okay mindset, I couldn't do anything. So I had to go back down and wait an hour and a half for them to open up before the second showing in order to get something. And what ended up happening was I was hungry. I didn't have any snacks or anything to tide me over. And when I got there, I was starving. Obviously, not literally. But I looked at the menu, and instead of going with something like a pretzel or something small and light that I could make work for me until I could get out of my standby and make a better choice, I ended up getting a personal pizza about yay big that I spent a fortune on. And I can guarantee that a personal pepperoni pizza from a convention center isn't on anybody's diet list. And then to make it even better, when I finally went back downstairs and ate it, it wasn't even that good, so it wasn't worth it. So I spent $18 on a soda and a pizza. I blew way past my calories and made no semblance of a healthier choice, and I didn't even enjoy what I got. Now, after that, a couple hours went by, and because you're eating junk food, you feel like junk, and you start getting a little peckish again here and there because your mind's in a wrong spot. And I went into the break room, saw a sandwich, and thought to myself, well, I'm a little peckish. I've already kind of blown the day by eating the pizza, so let's just go ahead and grab the sandwich and eat it. Now, I made some justifications in my own head by saying, hey, it's this big, it's a turkey sandwich, there's veggies on it and stuff, it's not that bad. But in the end, I'm eating a second meal too close to the first one. Now, when all is said and done, I could have looked to see if there was better snacks, a granola bar or something like that in there, which there was. That would have been a better snack item. But I didn't because, well, hey, I've already eaten a pizza and blown my day because I didn't prepare, to pull back to what we were talking about earlier. So when my standby was done, I did what most of you do, is I went back, logged off, and I called home to say, hey, hon, I'm on my way home. What would you like me to get for dinner? Which she said, we decided on Arby's, which if you don't have that in your area, which I think it's pretty much across the states, but for those of you in different parts of the world, it's a place where you can get sandwiches with sliced meat like roast beef, turkey, or something like that. Not in the healthy Subway, sub sandwich fashion, but more packed like a burger style sandwich or something. They also offer things like curly seasoned fries, onion rings, your general fast food unhealthiness. So when I went there are things I could have looked at, and I could have picked that, well, again, not great, would have been better, fit into the lifestyle changes that I'm trying to make and been okay. But instead, my mindset's already in the wrong place. I've already eaten a pizza and this and that, and I've already blown way over everything. So what the heck? I'm just going to order the steak and bacon melt sandwich that they have there. And yeah, I know it's bad, but it probably isn't as bad as I think it is. So when I go home, not only do I eat that and my medium fry because I was good enough not to get large, but when my wife is done with her sandwich, oh, you want to finish this? Well, yeah, I do. I'm a big guy. I don't want it to go to waste. I've already blown things for today. So I ate that. Now, what I didn't tell you yet was that before all of this, I also have a long drive home, so I caved a little bit further and got myself a little snacker slider sandwich that they have to eat so that I wasn't starving on my way home, which is all up here because realistically speaking, I've told you what I ate. I wasn't starving. I wasn't in any danger of being too hungry. So when the end of the day comes, I'm allowed 1,800 calories based on the information that I've put in to different things to find out where I need to be to lose about 2-ish pounds a week. And eating the food I ate today without a direct tally in front of me was probably around the 4,000 to 5,000 calorie mark, if not greater. This means that I ate about 2 days worth of food in one day. And in the end, I know it's making excuses, but at the same time, I didn't take 5 to 10 minutes the evening before to plan and prepare what I was going to do. And this allowed me to not only mess up one meal, but destroy my entire day. So it just goes to show you that one small decision can make a big impact. Now we're working to try to make small decisions that make a positive impact. But here today, hopefully you've seen that a small decision can also have a large negative impact. So it's important to set up these tools for yourself. If I would have planned and prepared in a manner where I took food with me, that inherently allows me to make better choices because I've already made them and I'm taking them with me. If I'd have planned to take snacks, that would have reduced my hunger, so even if I still ended up at the snack bar, I could have made a better choice. And again, if I'd have taken a moment's time to look up stuff on an app or online or something like that, I could have seen what would have been a good choice to make at Arby's, and therefore went in knowing what I was going to order. Instead, I went in looking at the menu, not knowing what to get, and ended up falling back on, well, I've already screwed up today, so let's just get this over here. And by the end of the day, I've made some major, major bad choices that could have been avoided. So I hope that you can relate to this, maybe use this as something to spark you to make a little bit of a plan before you go in for your next shift and make some better choices. Because in the end, remember, we're working to be better, not perfect. Thank you guys for taking a minute to listen to me ramble, and aside from that, I look forward to continuing this journey with you guys. Thank you and goodbye.